Hello and welcome to Home Cooking Spain. Today I'm going to be cooking chicken gizzards, chorizo and chickpea stew, all in one pan. Well, we'll start this off by very finely chopping up the garlic. And there we have it. And we will also finally chop up the onion. So there you go. And next, I'm going to cut the equivalent of 2 chorizos from this large chorizo, which should be available in every country really. And I'm going to cut them into small slices like that. Okay, and while I'm here, I will show you the main ingredients. Let's open this up. Oh, they weigh 356 grams and they cost €1.87, which works out at €5.25 per kilo. And this is what they look like. If you don't know. To be honest, don't look very good to me, but I'm gonna be... Yeah, I didn't realise that. I thought they were smaller. But you have to cut them up. So let's use this tray to put them in. And we'll cut these up into smaller bits. My wife just told me that these are quite tough. They feel like it when I'm cutting them, and they need a lot of cooking. So I shall have to see, because I've never done them before. She's the one that's going to be eating them. I ain't eating these. Don't really fancy them. I've got the chorizo. And I've also got the boiled potatoes already set up there on the stove, which I'll leave for last. So I don't know if you get these in the country that you're in. Let me know in the comments if you do or if you don't. If you read the description, you'll see that these are quite popular here in Spain, as are the chicken legs and necks. So here we have this ugly looking pieces chopped up. So now on to the next step, which will be to put a pan on the fireplace, and we'll whack this up to full blast. And I'm going to cover the base with some good old olive oil. There you go. And we'll wait for this to heat up. Alright, so once the oil is hot, or hottish, I'm going to be turning it down to number 7, as it's my preferred choice of cooking. So I'll just add in the garlic and onion and just gently soften it up. And as you can see, here are my potatoes in this strange looking pot. Okay, so once the onion and garlic are soft, I will add the chorizo in so that I can get them juices flowing out of it and give it that nice orangey red colour. We'll just leave it there for a couple of minutes and I'll turn it over in a minute. I'll give this a mix. As you can see, the change of colour. Beautiful, isn't it? So, what's next? Let's add a bay leaf. New bay leaves I bought the other day. So let's add that in. And we'll leave it there for about a minute. And while I wait for this, I'll go and rinse the chickpeas out. So, what I'll do next, stock cube, vegetable today. You can use meat or chicken, whichever you prefer. So, as usual, I'll sprinkle that in. I'll also add 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika. You can add hot paprika or half sweet, half hot. Some salt. I'm going to add the 3 tablespoons of tomato. What next? Oh yes, I'll add these ugly looking things. The good thing about these, they haven't got any blood. They don't leave blood like the chicken normally does, you know. Okay. Just going to add a little bit of that water, about half a glass, because I want the stock cube to dissolve. So I'll leave it there for about 5 minutes. Okay, it's been on here about 5 minutes, so the stock cube should be dissolved. I'm feeling quite mellow today. Do you notice? I think it's because I'm drinking white wine instead of red. I don't know. Well, this is smelling good already. So what I'll do next is add the water. And I'll give it a mix about. And I'll cover it up. I'll come back and check it in about 15 minutes and hope for the best. Well, it's been exactly 15 minutes, so I'm going to have a look at this, see what it's like. The sauce looks really good. The smell is really nice. But the most important thing is see how these things are, if they're getting any softer or not. Not too bad actually. Okay. They're not too bad. I thought they'll be harder than that. So, let's cover this back up again. I'm going to turn it up to number 9 and leave it there I'll check it back in 10 minutes. Make that 15. Okay then. 15 minutes have gone by. Ouch, that is hot. And I'll give this a check. Let's see if these thingy bobs have softened up after having them on full whack. Well, they seem to be the same really. Well, more or less. So let's turn this down to number 7. So they've been on here for half an hour so far. I'm going to give it 15 minutes. And it'll have to be. I'm not going to spend 3 hours here cooking these things. Okay, let's turn the fan down a bit. It's been on here for another 10 minutes, not 15. The sauce was starting to dissolve. Hopefully these chicken things are okay. Oh my god, they're done. Unbelievable. What did it take? 40 minutes in total cooking time. Well, the only thing to do now is to add the chickpeas there. So I'll add them in there. I'll give it a nice mix. The juice is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, yes. They will go really well over my potatoes, and also to dip the crusty bread that I make. So what I'll do now, as these chickpeas, they're already cooked, as you know, because they come in a jar, I'm gonna cover it up and basically turn the heat off for this. Also, my boiled potatoes are done. So, in about 5 minutes after, in about 5 minutes time, what I'll do is serve it up on here. Okay then, so let's turn the engines off and serve this up. So here it goes. Well, I hope that you enjoyed today's recipe video. A bit of a weird one, I know. If you did, please give me a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Consider sharing this recipe with your friends. And I look forward to creating my next recipe to share with you. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.